Hey everyone, I'm Mackayla, and today on the soundtrack of our lives, we have One Morning Left.
Hey, Lev here.
So, you guys' new album, Neon Inferno, just came out. What was it like putting that album together?
Oh man, uh, it was it was a journey to get it together, yeah, so to speak. Because mo most of not most, but some of the songs we started writing them around the same time we finished recording Hyperactive, our previous album. So it's
Mhm.
like 2020, 2021 or something like that, if I remember correctly. But yeah, some of them were written back then, and some of them were quite late. Like, I mean, this spring, I'd say like January, February, March, around there. And I think on most of the songs, I was in some kind of a flow state, so to speak. So the songs came together quite easily. But yeah, it was a journey. It was fun, and at times it was a pretty. I wouldn't say rough, but you know, I got tired. It's like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like with anything, if you just focus on it too much, you can get burnt out.
Right, and get writer's block if you try too hard. And you just have to accept the fact that today is not the day. I'm gonna take a day off or two, and come back to it and look at it in fresh eyes or fresh ears, or how do you want to put it? But
Mhm.
yeah, totally agree.
With the songs that you wrote so long ago, are they mostly the same as how you wrote them, or have they undergone major different changes?
The songs, well, there were like couple songs that were written back then. I think that I don't know how to put it in English. The not construction, structure. Yes, the structure of the songs remained the same, but I decided to redo most of the recordings from back then
Mhm.
with guitars mainly because now I know how to play them more better, and you've gotten better and you have more ideas, and you know pretty much the structure remained the same, but some production wise changes were made. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Hmm.
You mentioned a little bit undergoing some writer's block with this album. What kind of things do you do to get over that?
Yeah, about writer's block, I think it's inevitable. It will come to you
Mhm.
at some point, or painter's block, or whatever, how do you want to put it? But the thing to do is like accept the fact that this is going on right now, and don't be sad about it, just accept it, and
Mhm.
take a couple of days off, and after that, baby steps, like write a sentence per day until you get a spark that sets the flame,
Yeah.
kind of stuff. It's just don't like immediately immediately like tap out.
Mhm.
Gotta get on top of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So you also have a bit of a tour going on right now. What is that like?
Well, touring is the best part of the whole band thing, I think. I mean, it is super fun and important to create more music and stuff. But I'm more of a live person, more of
Mhm.
performance wise, performance driven person. I like to get on stage and put the songs out there. I think like getting on stage and playing the songs live is when the songs itself come alive.
Mhm.
So, and if you make a mistake in studio, you redo it and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
if it happens live, the moment just went, and
Mhm.
you need to figure out how to compensate for that. Is it a big, backflip you do, or whatever, jump on walls, or stuff like that. But yeah, touring is always fun. We just did Scandinavia or Northern Europe, and we are heading to Germany and France, Switzerland, Central Europe,
Mhm. What is your favorite part of touring?
playing live, meeting people, exchanging energy, because equal exchange of energy is something that really, you feel awarded
Hmm.
by it. Like, yeah, like you've written a song, you poured your heart into it, or at least some good vibes on it. You want to make people dance, or you want to make people think. And we live in Finland, so it's really up there, up in the north. And you go to somewhere like, I don't know, Italy, and everyone knows your songs and sings along, and feels the vibe. It's so rewarding. I think that's the best part about touring. The worst part about touring, I don't know if you were going to ask it or not,
Yeah,
but
I was.
all right. Worst part about touring is, well, it's not always under your control. What's the weather conditions or
Hmm.
stuff like that, but it's all the negative aspects of it always comes down to sleeping. I have I have this great talent of getting sleep anywhere pretty much,
Hmm.
but yeah, it doesn't matter how good you are if you have only like this limited amount of time before you need to get moving to the next place, or if you're not like your body is not like gotten used to like sleeping on the bus punk or airplanes or trains or whatever you're moving with, you're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna have a bad time because yeah, get your sleeping routines together. That's like the first part of you know
Hmm.
getting out there. You need to get some sleep and water. Those are like two things you can't go without for a long time. I mean, maybe a week, but it's not fun. You're not giving the best out of you if you don't sleep and eat
Hmm.
and, and drink water. So yeah.
Very important things.
hmm It doesn't have to be necessarily about touring or band life or anything like that. It pretty much applies to every every decision, job decision you make in life.
Yeah.
So sleep and drink water. God damn it.
That's very good advice for life.
Yeah.
What do you miss the most from home when you're away on tour?
My daughter. But I think there are many kinds of ways to have a family and raise children. Because my dad was a touring musician when I was a kid, and I ended up pretty good, and we are close, and it's just I think it's the same with sailors, who have families, because or truck drivers or whatever, a job that requires time off from home and
Hmm.
on the road. It's you get to uh I don't know what's the English word. You like you make the best of the time that you are together,
Hmm.
right? Yeah, appreciation, that's the word. Yeah, you appreciate time together way better, or way more effectively,
Hmm.
if you can
Yeah,
say it
that makes
like
sense.
that. But yeah, and when you're out, you really, you know, uh, I mean, anyone who has had you you get at some point you get a little fed up.
Hmm.
So a little time off here and there, and you get back home. You really appreciate the time, and there's no like this being too close kind of tension doesn't build up in the same way. So
Hmm.
yeah, and my own bed, I miss that too.
Always a bonus to be in your own bed.
Yes, and it's the second best part about coming home from tour or vacation or anything.
Sleeping in your own bed, there's nothing quite like it.
Yes,
So, how would you guys say that this album is different from the four others that you've put out?
I'd say soundscape wise, it does have a lot of familiarities with and similarities with hyperactive. I think
Hmm.
on hyperactive we found this whole new like road that we are heading and crafting and perfecting this retro sci-fi-ish 80s hard rock metalcore influenced hybrid that we are doing at the moment. But I think the biggest difference between the four previous ones is that it's way more melodic. Yeah, I'd say it's way more melodic. Yeah, and more like sensitive in a way.
So why do you think you guys went for a more melodic album this time?
It felt natural. It felt like it came very naturally out of us. And as a main writer for the band at the moment, I'd say I just miss I like a lot of like heavy and dark stuff on the contrast, and I also love Ariana Grande. So 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 I like what is missing out on like the metalcore scene at the moment is melodies. I felt like we needed way more melodies and like freshness, this
Mhm.
air in the songs that you could really like feel empowerment and breathe through and come out after listening to the album, you come out as this like super inspired person. So that's what I was aiming for. Yeah.
Who would you say are some of the major inspirations on this album?
All the retro games, 8-bit, 16-bit, Nintendo 64, PlayStation 1. Yeah, like old school video games and Def Leppard. And yeah, like most of the more modern metalcore stuff. It's a, you know, mix of all those, pretty much.
Do you have a favorite old retro video game to play?
All the Mario ones and Final Fantasy are two huge ones for me. Yeah, I'd say Final Fantasy music wise, because
Mhm.
the for the I think it was 10 first Final Fantasy games that the composer for the music was Nobuo Uematsu from Japan. He's a fucking wizard. I mean, he just you know how to put emotion
Mhm.
into a song. That's wow. And yeah, just Stranger Things, I guess. The series.
Yeah.
I love it. I love the world so much, and everything 80s.
Do you have a favorite, like a favorite thing from the 80s that you wish would come back now?
Hair metal, glam rock. I mean, like Def Leppard, such a fucking good band. I know it's not the best band like ever, but it's my favorite. There's a difference between, but yeah, I say like these huge stadium anthems, rock songs. That would be, yeah, and the fashion.
That'll be fun to see the fashion come back.
Yeah, I mean, I think in a way some of it stuck, like skinny jeans, ripped skinny jeans, and leather jackets and stuff like that sticked. But I really missed the like the shoulder paddings on like on the suits and stuff like that. The more quirky stuff.
I think it's always interesting to watch people kind of express themselves with fashion.
Yeah, and I mean, we one morning left as a band. We have chosen to express ourselves through tattoos, pretty much, on this like fashion sense kind of
Mhm.
tattoos fashion. I don't know if
Yeah.
they are the same thing as a tattoo enthusiast, but yeah, we're pretty much heavily tattooed and people. And the good side of being a heavily tattooed person is you can take a plain white t-shirt on. It doesn't have to be good fitting or anything, but you look like you have something going on, right? And you can like minimize and be a minimalist about what you wear. Except our singer, like the screamy singer, Miksu, who has like this crazy fucking prints on his shirts, like thousands of cats on top of each other and banana pants, and he's just a fucking splash of color, a walking piece of art. He is.
Do you have a favorite outfit that he's worn?
He has a thing for catchers for sure, and I think he has this one he hasn't worn in a long time, but it's this cat who's in a triangle, and the triangle is in space. Yeah, and he's a dude with like like face tattoos and head tattoos and stuff like that. It's so like night and day, yin and yang. Like contrast is so huge. Like if you just look at his face, you wouldn't wanna sit next to him on a bus, kind of, which is a shame because, I think the social wise, the stigma of tattooed people is like at last, it's like we are getting rid of it
Hmm.
as a species.
Yeah.
But but I mean, there's a huge contrast between what he looks like with only the tattoos in focus and what he wears. And I
Mhm.
think he will be a fashion icon, in a way, in one way or another in the near future. Yeah.
You're calling it now.
Yes, yes, and I am going to get 50% of everything he makes for this statement.
I like it. Fashion icon.
Yes.
Are you going to try and get him to bring back the shoulder pads?
If someone is going to get them back there, it's gonna be him. Yeah.
So, with everybody, how do you make sure that you guys kind of all have an equal say in what you're creating?
Well, we have a company, so everyone has the like special area of work, whether it be like reading through contracts or doing interviews or designing merch or transportation for tours or anything. But I think the heavy crown of creating the music has fallen on my head moment, and I am the one who like creates the songs, and then I will ask like, is there something you will change or add, or brainstorming kind of stuff, and then we all get a say or a touch in there.
Mhm.
But yeah, we have our own specialties that everyone focuses on, and that gets a feeling of involvement.
Makes sense to let everybody kind of do what they're best at.
Yeah, and I mean, you also did two songs on the album, Maverick and Michael the Knight, and he has a good vision for what the next album will be about. So I think I will share the weight of the crown with him on the next one. So yeah, looking forward to it.
So, have you guys already started kind of writing or brainstorming for the next album?
Yes, we have two songs ready at the moment, and the first one will be released early next year. So it's gonna be a faster paced progress than it was between Hyperactive and Neon Inferno.
Can you share anything about what the vision for the next album looks like?
I'm sorry, but for legal reasons, no.
Okay.
But you will definitely hear it and feel the impact of it earlier next year. Yeah.
Exciting. I'm very excited to hear it.
Yes, it will blow your mind. Yeah.
Exciting.
Yes.
So, I guess back to Neon Inferno. If you could
Yeah.
describe it in 5 words, what would you say?
Five. Oh, five. 5 words describing Neon Inferno. Otherworldly, inspiring, hyperactive, rainbow feels.
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that would be, because I mean, I like to write songs that on the surface level you can just dance to or have a good time to. And if you wanna like dive deeper, you will find that there are deeper level to it, whether it be lyric wise or production wise. So there's a little something for everyone, I think, in that way, that you can just have a good time or you can, deep dive in. I think like everyone should listen to Neon Inferno album as a whole and do it in like places that you spend time at, like your
Mhm.
daily time, like whether it be your car driving or public transport, whatever you're using, gym, if you go on walks or running or whatever, what's your hobby? And then while doing nothing, just sitting down, laying down and listening to the song and, giving it the deep dive a chance.
Mhm.
So you will get something new out of every listen.
I like that.
That's how I like to build things, so that will endure the test of time.
I think it's always interesting to listen to a song after you've listened to it before and take something away from it each time.
Yes, and that is exactly why I love Def Leppard so much, because I mean the Hysteria album, they had like, I mean, it was like old school analog. There weren't like computers back then, and they had like 16 guitars on the left side and 16 guitars on the right side, and it is so layered, and on the surface level it's just this glam rock hair metal kind of stadium, pour some sugar on me kind of quirkiness in it. But on the if you deep dive to this from the surface level to the deeper end, you will find on each listen you will find something new, and that's like really inspiring as a songwriter, that I wanted to bring to my own craft also.
So before I ask the last question, was there anything else that you wanted to mention or talk about today?
Well, the album, give it a listen and listen to it in you know, at least in three different settings, whether you're doing something or not, but in three different settings of activities or no activity.
I like it. Three different settings. Okay.
At least,
At least. Obviously, you should
uh,
listen to it more.
like three different settings daily. So we get
Yes.
streams and we get money and we can, buy new guitars and tattoos and stuff.
All the important things.
Yes, and water.
And nice beds.
Yes, nice beds. You need sleep and water. Hell yeah.
So the last question is, what is the soundtrack of your life?
Soundtrack of my life. Well, it is Hysteria album by Def Leppard. It is my favorite album ever. I listen to it like at least 3 times a week. I think I listen to other Def Leppard albums also. This is a running joke in Finnish like metal or band scene. Like I always have their shirt on and I just love it. I can't put it to words. Why is it that I love it so much? It's not a nostalgia thing because I found the band's greatness. I knew of it way back, but I found the band's greatness around like 2 or 3 years ago.
Mhm.
I think so it's relatively new band to me, even though they're from the 80s. So yeah, I think Hysteria by Def Leppard, soundtrack of my life.
So for our listeners who want to stay updated on you guys and also hear your new album, where can they find you?
Yeah, all the shows by the name One Morning Left official, and the new album is on all the streaming platforms, and you know it's mainly band related stuff, but every now and then you get a glimpse of all the craziness happening behind the scenes. So yeah, I definitely recommend getting a hold of us. Even though they're like, yeah, maybe this band is too much for me, but at least if we're not the best, we're god damn it, we're the funniest.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today.
Thank you so much.
Have a nice rest of your day.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Listeners, make sure to go check them out and listen to their new album in at least three different settings. Make sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at STLI's Podcast. Thanks for joining us.